So, one tip that I have is to look out for prompts. So, if the exercises haven't been working for you, and that's absolutely fine, prompts are a way where some of the work has already been done for you. And there are numerous places where you can find them. However, I recommend checking out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because we have been posting several prompts every week. And the reason I recommend ours is because these prompts have been chosen in particular because they represent some kind of tie-in with our theme. So either it's some kind of direction you can take or an interesting aspect of news that you might like to look at with your story. Obviously, there are loads and loads of others that you can look at, but ours have been specifically chosen because they do tie in with the theme. So, my next tip is going to sound a little bit like a sales pitch, but hear me out. I always recommend that entrants read our anthologies. We have 4 out at the moment. They're available on Amazon as an ebook or as paperback. And the reason I recommend them is because they are just chock full of examples of all the different directions that entrants have taken a single theme. And so you'll be able to see, you know, how one theme was looked at in all the different ways. But you'll also hopefully be able to see that it was looked at through lots of different genres. So we don't set any limitations on genre. You can write in any one you like as long as it's a fictional one. And you are within your 2,000 words. So, I mean, we've had stories that have been written through the genre of, say, horror, we've had romance, we've had drama, we've had historical fiction, we've had crime, or thriller, or even comedy as well. So, if you have a particular genre that you prefer to write in, you should be able to find a way to write in the genre that you like most, but also be able to explore the theme as well. And the other thing is that our anthologies contain the adjudicator's feedback on each story as well. So you'll be able to see why that story won, what the adjudicator liked most about the way they interpreted the theme, and just some sort of general pointers on the writing itself. So again, the anthologies are a goldmine of all the ways that you can explore a theme and what goes into a winning entry in general. So, we're kind of reaching the end of my talk here. I just wanted to end and say, first of all, if anyone does have any questions, we have a Q&A thread at the top of this event. So if you have a question about the theme, the competition, terms and conditions, the anthology, anything like that, you can pop it in there. Or you can ask our adjudicators a question. But just be sure that if you're doing that you make it clear which adjudicator you're asking the question. At the end of the evening, we will collate all of those questions together, and then we will post any to the adjudicator to them. And when we have all the responses, we will then pop them up on a post on our webpage, and that post, of course, will additionally be shared across all of our social media accounts as well. I'd just like to close off by saying that when it comes to exploring the theme, remember that news doesn't have to be big to make an impact. For example, news that a loved one's flight has landed safely is not big news in and of itself, but it can mean a great deal and change the life of the person receiving it. News doesn't always have to be grim. I know these days it certainly seems like it. But sometimes, even in dark times as well, news can be heartwarming or even funny. News can take many forms, and it can be transmitted in a number of ways, some more conventional than others. And of course, the news is connected in our lives in more ways than we realise. And it's important that you bear those things in mind when approaching the theme. I would just like to say that I hope everyone is doing well and keeping safe and healthy during this time. And I also wish every entrant the best of luck in the competition.